So the article is about Afghanistan relationship, India Taliban relations. This has been written in the context of recent visit of acting Foreign Minister of Afghanistan, Amir Khan Muttaqi, to India. The kind of warm welcome India has extended to the Taliban leader as an outreach to the people of Afghanistan. Also, this visit was coincided with the violent Afghanistan-Pakistan border clashes. So, first question is, how has India grown links with Taliban? So, initially after 2021, when US retreated from Afghanistan and Taliban swiftly took control of nearly whole of Afghanistan, uh, the India approach was very cautious, patient diplomacy, and India was seen as too slow to engage with Taliban. But in recent last 1 year, there has been series of steps taken by Indian side to increase this engagement with the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. There was a technical mission established in Afghanistan. Then there was talks between foreign secretary level talks. Then External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar spoke to Mitaki, and slowly this led to the culmination of recent date when acting foreign minister visited India. So, what transpired during the talks? What were the uh, decisions that have were taken in the talk? So, first is that India announced to upgrade its technical mission in Kabul to an embassy, though India has not any made stand and regarding recognition of Taliban as the official authority, ruling authority of Afghanistan. Second, it is also expected to appoint diplomats to the new embassy. Third, India has handed over the keys to 20 ambulances being donated to Afghanistan in the context of its continued HADR humanitarian assistance. Then India promised health infrastructure projects, water projects, and humanitarian aids. For its part, Afghanistan also joined India in condemning the terrorism and committed that it would not allow Afghanistan's soil to be used by groups that are inimical to India. For example, in 2022, a UN report said just Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, both the groups which are inimical to India, had their camp maintained in eastern Afghanistan province. Then, why has cooperation been enhanced? The most recent perspective is the concept of enemy's enemy. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has re- constantly been in attack in the clash with Pakistan. Pakistan and Afghanistan had border clashes, so it would be beneficial and geostrategically important for India to put Afghan regime to its own side and counter Pakistan uh, activities in the southern Asia. Then then India is slowly losing various stable partners in South Asia. So India needs to build uh, more collaborative relationship with the regimes in the South Asia, so as to be a regional leader. Then there is China factor, because China is trying its best to enter Afghanistan and harness out the minerals and energy resources which are available in Afghanistan. Another reason is to build the connectivity for trade as land routes are closed. Afghanistan sits at a very significant geostrategic location in South Asia, and because Pakistan refuses to allow any transit trade, and now US has now reimposed sanctions at Iran's Chabahar. Afghanistan becomes all the more important for India to connect to Central Asia and Eurasian part. Uh, in the broader Eurasian region, Russia has officially recognized Taliban, and Others, likely countries like China, Pakistan, have allowed Taliban embassies. So India cannot afford to be cut out and miss the race. Uh, India has also maintained that working with the regime in power is the only way for it to continue whatever humanitarian aid it can provide to Afghan men and women. And lastly, India also needs to secure more than $3 billion investment that has been made in Afghanistan between 2001 to 2021. Uh, and 4 years have been spent, and it seems that Taliban regime is the most dominant uh, power player in the current Afghanistan, and hence India needs to improve and enhance its diplomatic ties with the existing regime. Even though this Taliban regime has reinstated the strict form of Sharia law, which prohibits women from education, work, and forces them to into burqas and bans them from public parks and buildings. Next question is India preparing to recognize Taliban? This rapid growth of Delhi's ties with Taliban and setting up of an embassy in Kabul have raised these speculations. Though this may seem unlikely, but much will depend on the next steps in New Delhi takes and seniority level at which it establishes the embassy. In return, Mutaki has also said once Indian diplomats are sent to Kabul, he also expects India to receive the Taliban appointed diplomats in Delhi in replacement of the current Afghanistan embassy and the diplomats who are against this Taliban regime. The next question is, can a Taliban led Afghanistan go from being India's enemy and become a friend? So it should be clear that the strategy is more of an enemy's enemy, and as we will continue to cooperate, this will become a substantial friend in the South Asia region. Uh, this diplomatic engagement with Kabul is beneficial for India, uh, especially with the influence it has in the minds of the Afghan people during the 2001-2021 period. India was Afghanistan's first strategic partner. It also built an air corridor to increase the bilateral trade and worked on the number of development and infrastructure projects. But India must not forget that Taliban, though currently is in clash with the Pakistan, but it has been in close ties with the Pakistan authority and Pakistan's military. For India, building a tactical relationship with Kabul is vital, but a friendship based on the shared values and common worldviews seems to be more or less impossible at the present time.